So we just wrapped up our region for the season, and yes, there is actually a growing Grand Archive community in the Middle East. It's mostly based in Dubai, but we have a community in Kuwait as well, and we have one in Lebanon. Lebanon is still on the newer side of things, and they're still growing, they're still acquiring players and such, but it's more established here in Dubai. And this isn't the first regional we've hosted. Obviously, we've had about maybe 4 or 5 by now. Can't remember off the top of my head, but it's been a while and we've had many so far. So today in this RDO season, I just wanted to explore the kind of decks that people are playing. And if you're wondering what our meta is looking like, this will give you a glimpse into that, and I'll give you some insights as well. And yeah, here's the event. So we had 38 players, which is around the amount we usually get. We usually get between 35 to 55, I think, is our max count so far. We had that last November. But yeah, for a region such as ours where the game is only like 2 years old, I mean, that's pretty good. And given the amount of competition there is in the TCG scene here, you have the massive Pokemon community, a Digimon community, smaller Digimon community, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, Flesh and Blood, so many different card games here in Dubai. But yeah, GA has been really thriving, and we're happy to see that. Obviously, we had 4 judges, and our average ELO was 1221. So here are the top 8 lists. So the winner of the event was a Vanitas list, played by Val. He's one of our better players. He always loves to play Vanitas, and this time he had a different spin on it. Instead of the Ponytas with the fire version, fire wind version, this time he has the wind version. And as you can see, we have 4 Gyres, 2 Stifling Traps, and even the Bandit engine, the Raccoon engine. So it's very catered to counter the meta. It's kind of like half a Razor Gale deck in a sense, but instead of playing Razor Gale and that kind of thing, you play the taxing portion of things with Vanitas. You have the Sensor, the Orb, some different options, because you don't really know what you're going to face in a community like ours, because not everybody plays meta here. People tend to play either their best decks or what they enjoy the most, which obviously kudos to them. I like this mentality. So yeah, this is the list. Pretty innovative. I think I haven't seen anyone play a Wind Vanitas list in the current format, so yeah. Second, we had Raccoon Gale. That's me, obviously. I was playing Razor Gale. I switched a lot. I was either gonna play Crocs Lorraine, Crocs Wind, I mean, Water Diana, but I don't have much experience with that deck. Tristan obviously is always an option for me. Nico is always an option, but I didn't feel like those 2 decks specifically could do well this format. Nico, yes, she could, because she has outs to Razor Gale, and I think she has enough counters to kind of keep Diana off her back. However, I think the Water CL list that Cabin played was better for that, because they have the Armoire and they have the Mastery. So in that sense, they have the leg up on Nico as a Water Guardian. But yeah, my list was pretty standard. I mean, nothing really great, like mind-blowing. It's just I had to change some ratios for our meta. For example, I knew we were going to have a lot of Slimes. We had about 8 Slimes players. So I kind of decked it for that. But yeah, it's not really that different than things. I just cut down one Raccoon from 3 to 2. I love playing Mustang, so I put that at 2. Can out Nullifying Mirror, can out Diana weapons, any kind of thing like that. The one-off is just for the Vanitas, or like any going wide deck, which we had. Obviously we have Slimes and such, but I didn't really feel like I need more. Here we had standard for me. I mean, this I liked. So I saw someone playing Blake Report, and I was like, yes, because Wind doesn't really have a way to destroy Regalia, and even though it costs 5, you can kill a Reliquary, for example. So I was like, yeah, this is good. You can kill a Jin Armor, for example, as well. Fluffy as a 3rd defensive option for any ally spam decks, for Vanitas lists, for Diana, etc. This is just a one-off. If they have the Fracturize, if you're playing against the Water deck, it's good. Ensnaring, obviously All-Star against Shenzhou, it won me a game, a really clutch win against Seiryu. This is just an additional copy. 2 Scatter Essence, because we don't really have Razor Gale players here. People don't really like to play Razor Gale. So it's just in there if there are any. And it can hit Gyres that are targeting your Dream Fairies, for example. Or like, anything like a Polar Depths, a Fractal of Rain, anything like that. Or like the Jin Healing Fantasias. Spell Shield Wind is, again, since we have so many Slimes, we also have Ablation. I wanted something that can tank big damage. And even if they break it with like something like a CL trigger, it's fine. It's always good to have something like this, especially in a weird format where you don't know what to expect. Gyre, I had 1 in the main and 1 inside. This was obviously for Slimes mostly, Storm Slime, DG, Ethereal Slime. You can you can change things up depending on what you're worried about, and it's also good against like Crux if you call Pendragon. It's a really nice card. I'm a fan of this card. I think it's really good. And Tempest Downfall, honestly, this was a bit of an oh shit option, because if there were any Crux Lorraines, Wind Crux Lorraine lists, or any list that kind of nullifies 1 damage pings, I would have to put all my efforts into this card. I would have to make a big Crucible and just dunk with big Tempest Downfall to get over that like 1 protection, you know? But yeah, nothing really amazing here, it's just standard list. Third and fourth we had 2 CLs, so these are Rav over here, he's one of our dedicated CL players. He's been to EUNATS, he's been to a bunch, he's topped a bunch of international regions, he's a very good player. He decided to play the Oblation CL over the Beguiling CL, which he usually plays, because I guess it's more of a guaranteed win deck. I mean, I'll let him leave his comments below if he wants to give any insights as to why he played this, but from what I understand is Oblation is obviously just better in the format. I mean, with the Grim Pastiche hit, the Beguiling version kind of took a hit, and obviously they're playing the Limelight list. Same with ML Shamsi over here, he's also a CL enthusiast, and he was also playing the Limelight list, I think with a few alterations, I need to check, but yeah. So that's them. Fifth we have Walter Exia Milgen. I mean, we had a long debate about this. I told him don't play Spirit of Fortuitous Water, but multiple of us told him not to play it, but he decided to play it anyways. But yeah, because he faced I think like 2 Dianas and a Wind Wake Up, so the punish was real, but he managed to clutch it, and he did quite well. Here's his list, and then we have Mort on Aetherwing. So this is our resident Crux enjoyer, but he's not really a fan of Wind, so he didn't want to play Wind Crux, so he opted for this. Plus, I mean, it's kind of like the last hurrah of this deck before this gets banned, obviously, with the upcoming ban list within a few weeks. I think it's 2 weeks. And yeah, nothing standard Diana shenanigans. Side deck, yeah, this is cool. I see the Diana players playing this now. Then we have Al Shamsi playing another Al Shamsi. It's a common family name over here. Playing Goja. So he was actually my only loss on the day. I went 5-1. He was my only loss. He played very well, and yeah, Serio, can be a nightmare. But yeah, this is his list. Pretty standard. I told him, are you playing the turbo version or the influence version? He was like, I'm playing something in the middle. Because like when I committed 5 cards into a Break Apart to destroy his reliquary, out of nowhere he drops an Incap on me. I was like, what? But you just started your turn playing Beseeched. Why are you playing Incap? So maybe I have the wrong understanding of this deck, but yeah, it took me off guard. And the Era combo with this Fate Stone is, it's gross. It's so good though, it's so powerful. But yeah, this list honestly is freaking terrifying. I think Serio is so powerful and remains so powerful. And yeah, you can also loop the Gazelle with Ayla, which is very funny. And you play the brutal Sasha. Alright, and finally for 8th place we had another Water Diana list. He usually plays, in the previous Tour Champs, if I'm not mistaken, he played the Fire Diana list, and now he opted for the Water version. Obviously the Water version has both aggression and interruption, whereas Fire Diana is just all aggression, and it kind of, in the face of recovery, interruption, like sustain effects, it can struggle. So he opted for the Water version, and yeah, he did quite well. He managed to, according to his words, sneak into top 8. He's a very good player as well. And the rest you will see over here. Like 9th place we had Norm Sylvie, very innovative list. I faced him in my final game actually. He was playing a level 1 slime spam list. So he plays stuff like the Slime Party to buff his whole army, Slime Calling, Slime Cyclone. Very cool list. It took me off guard because I had the Stifling Gyre in hand. I was like, okay, I'm gonna call Storm Slime, but wait, I see he has he's playing this card, Gather Slimes. I don't see him revealing any Storm Slimes, any Ethereal Slime, nothing. Like maybe he whiffed. Maybe he just got the basic element slime. Then over time, like, wait, he's not playing level 3. He's been huddling on level 1 for a while. I was like, oh, so I actually didn't end up using my Stifling Gyre against him. But yeah, that was a very cool innovative list. I really like this. I don't know how powerful it is in the long run, I haven't tested much against it. I've never only played it once in the tournament. But yeah, very cool innovation on his side. Then we have the Great Pickle. This is one of my close friends. He was on Slimes. I tried to convince him to play Fire Slimes, but he wasn't convinced. He didn't feel comfortable playing that version. I'm like, fine. In the end, honestly, you have to play what you like. Don't just play a meta deck or a meta optimized deck just because that's the meta. You have to understand the play style for it, because Fire Slime is different than Spirit of Slime. The Spirit of Slime version, obviously. So yeah, that's what he opted for. I mean, standard over here. The one of Slime King, you know, now they're playing the red slime as kind of a nuke button. You just tribute it with the Undeniable Truth, and you can blow up Cheshire Cats and stuff like that. And yeah, standard. Yeah, this I think this card is so cool. Hymn of Gaia's Grace, very underrated card. And yeah, I'll just go through the rest very quickly. We had obviously our Astra Arisana Enjoyer, excuse me. We had Alan Prickley on Luxem Xander. He did not, unfortunately, as you can see, he had 2 wins, 4 draws. He really struggled with his with closing games, and obviously that's a very common Xander thing. And yeah, I think he's going to be dropping the deck for the meantime. Incubus was playing Fire Slimes. He also struggled to decide what to play. He was like, do I play Serio? Do I play Fire Slimes? Do I play Gambu? We tested Gambu. Gambu was a nightmare for him. Sometimes, you know, the mills, when the mills don't work, they really don't work. So he just defaulted to a deck he enjoys and is comfortable with. He didn't want to play Serio just for the sake of like tryharding. As I said, you play what you're comfortable with. Montour, also one of our good players, he was playing Fire Diana. He's a very aggro player. He usually plays Fire Diao-chan. And 15th, we have another Serio enjoyer, a very loyal Serio enjoyer here, Hoshiko Kim. She was also one of my opponents, and we had a crazy game. Crazy game, man. Tri-Castles, let me show you. Tri-Castles of Lucenia is a nightmare against, especially decks like monocolor decks like Razorgate. So yeah, I had to hold my Norm card. I had like 12 cards in hand, and one of them was Norm, and I had to save it for the clutch moment. And when she had 2 cards left in hand and went for the series command, I dropped the ensnaring and kind of sealed the game. Otherwise, thank God I had the one Norm card. Otherwise, I was dead. Yeah, this card is crazy. This card is really crazy, and I like this deck. And yeah, obviously we have 4 Auspicious Manifestation. I had to out her Serio 3 times. You know, in the first game, I had to out her Serio 3 times, literally. Once with Dream Fairy bait, she had the Auspicious. Dream Fairy again, Lineage Release. Zephyr the Dream Fairy, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was the play I did. Came back, sent it to basically to the material deck. But yeah, this was a crazy game. My games against her are always crazy. And finally, for top 16, we had a very spicy list. Wind Alice. My goodness. I also played against this. At one point, her influence was like 20. No joke. Between 18 to 20 cards in hand. I was like, oh my god, am I dead at any moment? I don't think these Veiling Breeze in hand are gonna save me. Because I didn't really understand the win con, and I thought like this would be the win con for the longest time. But I noticed that while she was leveling up, she banished it. But I think she has a way to bring it back. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not really familiar with this deck at all, to be honest. I just tried to play it as best as I could. And yeah, it was very spicy. It's kind of like Wind Alice, Umbra Alice. You just suppress these cards. Stuff like Forest Cake and Focusing Around to draw cards. And then you go for finishers. And obviously this is the kind of the win con. Whenever you suppress, you pick the champion for 2 damage. So with Imperious Galebind, suppress 3 things, do 6 damage basically. But since she's playing against Wind, unfortunately for her, I had stuff like Veiling Breeze, which kind of blanks this. And I also, in the side, I was playing Scatter Essence, so at one point I hit this. But yeah, she played well. It's just that I think the deck takes a while to get to its win con, so that might be a hindrance for the deck. But yeah, very cool stuff. That was our top 16, obviously. And the rest, as you can see, was just a mishmash of different decks, as you can see, so many different slimes. We had the one Wind Wake Up, always scary. So Goja Enjoyers, the one Tristan, the one soul Tristan person trying to keep this deck alive. Trust me, bro, I know. I wanted to play Tristan, but I don't think this is his format. I'm not sure, at least. And yeah, that's our meta. Yeah, so I hope this gives you a glimpse of what kind of goes on in the Middle East in terms of our competitive scene. We also have a weekly online tournament that's free for entry for anyone. happens every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Gulf Dubai time, basically. So we'll convert that. I think that's like 4 p.m. like GMT, I think. I'm not sure, but yeah, you can find us on our on the event finder on Omnidex, basically. Alright, thanks for watching. As usual, if you enjoyed this content and want to learn more about our players in the Middle East, feel free to subscribe, like this video, and hopefully some of our players will give insights in the comments below if you're curious to know why they played certain cards, certain lists, etc. And yeah, thank you for watching.